Alright, Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Amma ba'd. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to lock back in as a Muslim, right? And I know a lot of you might be feeling guilty or, just this feeling of mediocrity right now. And trust me, I've been there, I've done that, I've wasted years, months, hours, everything under the sun. Like, I've wasted so much time and so much of my potential. But Alhamdulillah, I learned so much throughout it. And now, Alhamdulillah, I'm gaining so much clarity and so much traction in my life, right? Alhamdulillah, all praise to God. And now I feel like I'm in a place where I can help other people, Alhamdulillah. So, for those of you wanting to lock back in that have been drifting away, and know that you are meant for more as a person, but you just can't seem to get back into that rhythm. You just can't seem to, lock back in and just be that dog once again, right? And there's a simple framework that I follow every single time that I feel like I'm drifting away. Every single time that I feel like I am not doing the things that I need to do. Every time I know that I could be doing more, and essentially locking back in. Number one is to connect yourself to Allah, right? Connect yourself to Allah. Everything comes after the deen. The deen is your number one priority from this day forward, okay? The deen, your Quran, your adhkar, right? Lowering your gaze. Once you do these things, everything else becomes easier. And I read this book not too long ago, and it was titled The One Thing. And the theme of the whole book and what it was repeating all throughout it, you need to focus on one thing and one thing only. And that's going to make that thing, everything that comes after it is going to become easier or unnecessary. And for us as Muslims, it's the deen. Allah already gave us this deen for a reason, right? And in this book that I read, he said it in every single chapter. I'm pretty sure he at least said it at least 200 times, right? He gave so many examples, so on and so forth. But this video is not about that book, right? This video is about locking back in. Now, once you are back in the flow with the deen, once you are reading more Quran, once you are praying your 5 daily salah on time, everything else will become easier, right? Then, after you get the spiritual, which is the number one thing, what's left is the physical. And for the physical aspect, what you need to do, you already know, right? If I were to tell you today, how do you get fit as a person? What would you tell me, right? If I'm fat, stop eating as much. Go to the gym, work hard, right? If I'm skinny, eat a little bit more, go to the gym, work hard, right? That's the, the common knowledge. But there is a lot more that goes into it mentally. And I do cover this specifically for Muslim men. And in a program that I'm creating right now, which I have linked right down below, if you want to join the waitlist, and it will be helping Muslim men not only lock in their physical, but also in their mental and their spiritual, right? And truly to just be that guy once again, inshallah. I am in the process of creating it right now, but if you want to join the waitlist, it's right down below, inshallah. With that being said, right, we covered the spiritual aspect and how the spiritual aspect comes first in everything. The deen is your number one priority. After you lock down the deen, then you got to lock down your physical aspect, right? You got to lock down your body. And this is not just going in lifting weights. It's also controlling your urges. It's controlling your desires. It's saying no to your body when it wants certain things. And just knowing that you are in control. And for those of you that are watching this in Ramadan, know this, right? You are literally telling your body no to food and water for 15, 16 hours a day when it's begging you, when your stomach is growling, when your throat is dry. Do you not think that you could discipline your body as well? You can. You absolutely can, right? Now, the last part is mentally. And the thing about mental discipline and mental resilience and just locking down and locking in mentally is that the number one thing you need to do is watch your surroundings, watch your environment. There's been so many studies done around this topic, right? And there was even a test that's been done for rats, I believe, or some type of mouse. And they put it in a cage and they gave it two options. In this specific experiment, it was in the cage by itself and it had a drug mixed water kind of thing. And then it had regular water, right, side by side. And eventually, every single time that this, experiment was run and there was a singular rat in a singular cage, it overdosed on the drugs, right? The water with the drugs. Whereas when it was put in an environment with other rats and, in an environment that had so many things to do and to play with and to exercise with, the rats suddenly didn't want to drink the drugged water. Search this up if you don't believe me. They didn't want to drink the drugged water. And in turn, they just lived a happier, healthier life, right? So if you are in an environment that is draining you mentally, know that it's going to soak into everything else, right? And with that being said, inshallah, watch your surroundings. Actually contemplate on the people that you're surrounding yourself with, their mindset, their habits, things like that. And inshallah ta'ala, I'll see you in the next one. My camera's about to die here. Assalamu alaikum.